Hello, Akko here. Welcome back to Resonant Rise 3. We are on a new version. We are on 3.0.2.1, I believe. And you may notice that everything looks prettier. I was told off by one of my subscribers, said that he didn't like the fact that I use Faithful 32 vanilla and not for modded. So I have got hold of a modded version of the Faithful 32 texture pack. It's one, I can't remember the name, something Bastards website. It's actually made for Feed the Beast, but it's a lot of mods in different mods packs, of course. So it's got things like Britannia and doesn't seem to have Ender.io, but Jabba certainly. It's got lots of nice textures. Oh, I don't know, it might have Ender.io. Do they look different? Not sure. But Tinker, thermal expansion, blood magic. So lots of things look nicer. So that is why everything looks a bit prettier. Britannia, blood magic, yeah. Here we go. That does, I think. And I'm in cheat mode because I have just been checking out a couple of things. I've been cheating some stuff in because none of my Ender.io farms work. We've got an issue with this. It takes one durability off the stone, off the hoe, and then stops working. I've just tried with a few different hoes. They no longer take hoe of growth or dark matter hoe. I tried with a diamond and tried with a couple of vanilla ones, and it works once and takes one durability off the tool and stops. So I need to change. Well, I need to either wait for that to be fixed or change how my farming's been done. What I think I'm going to do, I think it's a good excuse to make it all into golem farms. So I should be changing all these for golem farms, which I'll do off camera because you've seen. I'll show you the cores once I put them in and how it works. I'll be doing that off camera. So there we go. This is not actually wired up yet anyway, but I do need to. This is just manual at the minute because I never got around to making the last farm because I didn't have enough diamonds at the time. Right, stick that in there. So if we jump up here, I have to do a quick update on what's happened. I built a roof on this. In fact, this was blowing my mind the other day. I was trying to build it. I built about 8 roofs on this, and I pulled them all off apart from this one. Don't know if I like this one, to be honest, but I like it better than all the rest I tried. I'd actually built this wrong. I built it odd that way, and I'd accidentally built it even this way. So I kept getting the roof wrong, and I kept blowing my mind. So I eventually worked out what I'd done wrong, and I've changed it. So I've had to bring it across one this way. So I think it looks a bit better now. It's a proper odd building now. So as buildings in Minecraft should be. I built, like I say, I built the roof loads of times. I may try the thatch from Britannia, see what that looks like. At the minute it's living wood, and I built a little chimney there. I should probably get a smoker for in that, but that's an actual chimney. It goes down to the oven. A couple of little things I've done in here. A couple of little changes. One is the dynamism tablet causes problems when it's left on. So, ooh, I'm getting attacked by the Eldritch. The dynamism tablet causes problems when it's turned on, so I need to add redstone control on that. At the minute, I'm just taking it off and putting it there when it's not running. I leave these off when it's not running. Let's go find. There he is. Hello. Ooh, look at that. He's all ghostly. He was no match for me, sir. Let me go back into recipe mode. There we go. So I don't want to be accidentally cheating. But yeah, that was purely for testing purposes. You see my chat there. I give myself some stuff. Of growth, I tried. A couple of other things. Right. So I made this thing after last episode because I needed to turn these off. As you can see, they're all powered down. What I've got is it's clicking the wrong thing. It is from Aroma, and it's part of the crystalline brain research. And it's this guy. It's called the Golemic inhibitor. And what you can do with that is this thing here is a golem fetter. It's vanilla Thaumic, and with that powered with a redstone signal, any golems that walk across it will get stopped. So you can use it to control one golem or I guess more goals if you've got them running across a certain area through a certain path, I guess. But what you can do with Aroma is add this thing, and it's got an entropy crystalline brain on it there, and it makes it AOE. So now, if I turn this off, I mean, they all go about the business, and he's going to throw buckets at me because the thing's not there. If you turn it on, it powers all of them down. Apart from that one, he was out of range, so he came back into range. So that's really cool. So there we go. I can have this turned on or off, just sort of flick of a redstone switch, flick of a lever. So I need to find a way of discreetly getting redstone to that, because it sits on top of that block. If I put redstone underneath that for a normal block, then the cow can get in. I suppose nah, I could trap the cow in there a different way. I don't know. I know they killed the cow. You see, it's on one heart. I killed it because I forgot to put it onto right click, so I was left clicking it with a bucket, taking damage off it anyway. So I think that's all I've done. Oh no, I've done one other thing in here. Dave said to me, why don't I do it so that the barrel is also piping. So I've got ender IO conduit under there, piping cakes into these. So there we go. It's going to take a cake. It replaces it, so people on the server can come and grab free cake from the Golem Cake Factory, and I'll put them back in there, and they'll go back into the barrel. Nice one. And yeah, I've changed it around a little bit, so I've actually put a netherite block under there, so I've got fire. Cool, cool. Right, and then round here, I believe I did this off camera after the last episode. I put another golem down here. He's got a used core, and which block do you want me to use? So I placed him on the barrel. That barrel's B space to the other cake barrel there. So this is a barrel full of cake, not full of cake. It's about a third full of cake by the look of it. I need to get my farms going, and I give them all bow ties, by the way. It makes them a bit quicker. And the ones up there, the ones that actually move, I gave speed upgrades. So that's why they move nice and quick now. In fact, I should show you that properly working. They move nice and fast. It was a bit slow and jerky before. So he's on the barrel. I've given him a cake, told him to use a cake on this block. So I've used the golem bell, link him to this block. Whenever the Kikimura says eat a cake, the block becomes empty. He places a new cake on it. Yeah, very nice. So that works all nicely. And another thing the update did was it changed my lapis block back to lapis, so it's made the spark disappear. I've lost the spark because it's despawned, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, a couple of other little changes. The update has also despawned my witches again, so I need to capture some more witches. And this blew up again, so I've changed it a little bit. What I've done is I moved the iron spikes down. I was put a bit of water there, so now any creepers fighting ender minis, they're in water, so they have to blow up, they don't do any damage. And that's collecting XP, look, but if I try and make it so that the vacuum hopper collects XP, it does not. Let's look at that. Oh, it does. What's changed there then? That's interesting. If I put that on now, that's slow darkness. Okay. Let's see if the XP goes into here then, because it didn't. I tried this before. I thought it was only collecting XP when I was stood here. So I want XP to come out of this side. Oh yeah, it's collecting XP for me. Look at that. Cool. Okay. So that collects XP. So what I can do is I can take that ender tank. That I didn't think them iron ones were meant to collect XP. I saw some XP balls, so I put that there, and it wasn't actually collecting anything, so I took it away again. But I don't know if the update's changed something with that as well. My bitch there has evolved into a... Oh yeah, they're real ghostly now. Cool. They actually look better, don't they? Unless that's part of the resource pack I've added. They're actually really ghostly. Cool. He's evolved into a nightmare one. And I've taken the sound muffler out because I kind of like it, you know. What I've done down here is I've just changed it around a little bit. That's actually sat on the XP tank, and that there is B-space barrel to the berry barrel, but obviously that's not working because of the my brain's gone dead. That's not working because of the farming stations. Yeah, but that's all good. What I can do now is I'm going to tie this up somehow. But if I put them back, and just for now, I'll put that there. No, I don't want that there, do I? Yes, I do. Yeah. So that'll feed into there as well. Cool. I'll leave that there. I'll tie that up later, so that looks a bit prettier. I'll get it underneath the floor so it feeds into the fluid tank, and I'll use a facade. Cool. I killed a nagger. We reset the Twilight Forest, and I went through my portal just to check if it was Okay, and I actually spawned in a Naga place, so I had to fight him because he was literally right on me when I spawned in. I've not done anything in the Twilight Forest. I just literally I went in and checked if it was all right. Again, new version of Ender IO lets us have the IO face on the shift right click. You can cycle through the things like that. So have him so he's showing like that, and that just reminded me. Sice has made a there's a mod pack. There's a resource pack called Unity, and Sice had modified it a little bit to take the glow off enchanted stuff because he disliked the look of my void armor enchanted so much. He's done that to the resource pack for me so that I can be wearing void armor, and so he can be wearing it, so he can look at void armor without it glowing. Because if you look at on the last episode, the void armor looks really bad when it's enchanted. It looks much better when it's not. So there we go. That's cool. And I think where's that from? Oh yeah. I think we're all good. I have got the research, but I've not done it yet. Opening the eye. Ooh. I've got the research note for that. There's the things you need to research for opening the eye. That is to take us to the awesome Thaumic Underworld. Outer Lands. Badlands? Outlands. I think it's Outlands. Outer Lands. Something like that. The Thaumic dimension. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Right, I've turned my A network on. While I'm down here, I'm going to go back up here and turn my A network on. Let's have a quick look at the to-do list, see what we're doing. Right, so I've told you about the golem inhibitor. That's what I'm doing today. I want to make a node transducer, I want to make a V-relay, and I'm going to make a Thaumic restorer, and then I'm going to start work on my cow farm. My cow farm is going to be Blood Magic, Britannia, and Thaumic. Yeah, that's it. So we'll get to that in a bit. But first of all, my node here has grown. It's got over 50 of each primal aspect, which is all good. So what I can do now is, I think I've used a couple of redstone blocks. So I've used all of them by the look of it. So I need 4 redstone blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I need transducer. So redstone blocks, stabilizer, comparator, 2 iron ingots and a night ore. So I did have all the bits made for this, but I've gradually used them up. Night ore, stabilizer was in there, wasn't it? Redstone, 1, 2, 3, 4, and iron. And I do need to do some mining very quick. I'm down to less than a stack of iron. There we go. That gets me a node transducer. Very nice. And that now goes on top of there. Bam. And I need a redstone signal on that. Now, the previous version, redstone's been a bit wonky, so it wasn't working properly. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's because it's not enchanted. It's because it ain't got the enchanting glow on it. I want one of them. I want another redstone block. And I might have to put a lever on this to make it work. In our last version, we have been on a version of Forge that redstone's been a bit weird on. Hopefully it's fixed. One of them thieves. So turn that into a little pyramid thing. Prism slope. Put that there and then put that there. And yeah, look, it's still not working. So what I have to do is maybe let's try it with a lever on. Although it's going to look terrible. I can't place a lever on it. I'm not. Yeah, I am. Let's try this another way then. Oh yeah, because I didn't need that in the cake factory. I can hear something hissing. Like a creature of some kind. Yeah, just hearing things. So let's see if this works like that. See, look, that don't work. That should work. That should be putting redstone into that, and it's not. Strange. So what we have to do at the minute, which is even stranger, if you ask me, is power the redstone block with a lever. She's just weird. Really weird. What that's going to do, it's going to take all these down to 0. It's going to get rid of the non-primal ones. And then it's going to form into a Energized node, which will then be able to use to feed into the AE system and feed into the one that's in the AE system. So all the way down, and then once it's got all the way down, it is going to change. Come on, change, damn it. Takes a little while. Takes a little longer than I thought it did. There we go. So yeah, that's not bad, is it? 7s and 8. So all the nodes over 50, I've got them to 7. So what this does now, instead of this draining down and draining back up, this has got a flat recharge rate of that amount. So does that need any? That needs a little bit, doesn't it? So what we need to make now then is a V relay, and what we're making is the one for the Thaumic Energistics. So I need a balance shard and a P2P tunnel, right? So P2P tunnel should be able to make that nice and quick. Hang on. What's all this about? Make sure I get the right one. V relay uses just a standard one with the 460 on the item code. Okay. Can I just do it off that? Of course I can. Yeah. Make one of you. I need some more fluid crystal, do I? No, I do not. Lying to me. So there is a nice P2P tunnel, cool, and combine that with a balance shard. Which I should have. One left, look at that, brilliant. Gets me the V relay interface, very nice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it behind this skull, I think, if it fits. So break skull, come on skull, skull, break skull, thank you. And if I go behind there, I should, if I go for a little search around, be able to find the conduit that takes us to that thing. So I'll get that wired up back in a minute. Okay then, I was missing a couple of little bits there that I just had to rectify. One of them, I needed to make some more calculation processes down in the inscriber room there, which I've just done. Saiz has just picked up his golems and it's lost all the upgrades on him. There was a small chance of losing an upgrade before, it seems to have upped a lot. It's lost all the upgrades. I've had to make some more balance shards, and this seems to have changed as well. It looks like I need to make these into the ones with the valves on, because it is not taking Ignis in, because it looks like it's already got air in there, look. So there's air in there, there's also air in there by the look of it, so it's blocking this. Which is a bit of a pickle, because I don't want air in there just yet. I'd rather have... Is there 5 connections on this? Well, you know, there isn't even 5. Well, there isn't there. That's into the top as well. It's weird though, because them two are going, because they're going straight into there. Yeah, but the top one ain't going in. Anyway, so a couple of things I needed. One, I needed to make a couple of these V relays, because that actually goes onto the thing there. So V relay goes onto the interface. So there's the interface with a V relay attached to it. And then what we need to do, we need to make another thing called a memory card, which I've got the pattern for there. So that's what I need the calculation processor for. And what we do with a memory card is we need to shift click onto the interface. I've just done this in my test world because I didn't know what I was doing wrong. And then click onto the terminal, and now that interface is linked to that terminal. So what should happen now is when I put a V relay down, and I'm not sure what kind of range this has got, but it didn't work when it was up there. I was trying it up there and it was not close enough. Let's try it a little bit closer. Let's try it. No, look, it's too far away from that, I think, because it's not connecting to it. Up there. Still not. Okay, what about there? Still no. What? Does that mean I can't see it there? Certainly, it works there, look. And there we go. That's linked to that. And what we should see in here is that's going up. And it is. Excellent. Cool. So there we go. We have got automated refilling of our wand inside the terminal. Now, if I can link this to many things, I might put an arcane bench down here as well, just so I can put my wand in it and do my wand without having to take that out. It's not a big deal. I can just take that out and click my wand in. It'll fill the wand up. Don't want to put that in there, did I? So there we go. Now it's filling up. That fills up pretty quick, 89.90. So yeah, happy with that. So that is the first thing for this episode done. And we shall move on to making a Thaumic Restorer. Now, cool. You're full too, yeah. So Thaumic Restorer is from Tinker's Constructs. No, it isn't. It's from Thaumic Tinkerer. I always say that wrong. I want to be able to repair this guy. Now, I thought, and I did check if I could. I don't like that there. Must admit. Let's tie this up really quickly as well. So I want that. What can I put that? Will you go around there? This is a bit of smooth blackstone because for some reason we've got it set so that chisel blocks cannot be multi-part in Resonant Rise at the minute, which is a bit of a shame. But that still looks alright. I don't think the skull's going to go in there now, though, is it? Because the V-reel is actually in that block. No, so that's okay. I might bring that one forward then. Don't know why that won't connect up there though. Never mind. It kind of looks alright there. Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't. I want it up there. I'll sort that out later. But I'll move that forward one as well, because I think it'll look better flush with the wall if I can't have the skull there anyway. So skull, you can go in there, as can you guys, and you, and you. Yeah. So now then, let's have a look at the Thaumic Tinkerer, and I want to look at the Thaumic Restorer. So we need quite a few things in the infusion for this. I want a Thaumium block, so I'm going to go get all them bits, make sure we've got the right things in, and I'll get this going on the infusion. I'll come back to you when it's nearly done. Essentially that will repair items in Instrumentum, so we need to feed Instrumentum to this as well. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to make something else we haven't used yet, and that's the import bus, the export bus. So we can export into an Instrumentum tank, which will feed that. So I guess I'm going to have this over here somewhere. So I'll get the bits ready for that, and I'll be back and we'll do that bit. Okay then, let's give this a try. Oops, falling on the stairs. Let's give this a try. I've got all the bits ready. It's a very high instability, but I'm hoping it goes okay. So I'm just going to go in the next room and hope it works. I've got the right amount of stuff in there, so that should go alright. If we had explosions, something might have gone wrong. As a bonus, when I move this forward, it actually connected directly to that, so I don't need one in between, which is very nice. And I've just kind of tidied that up. You can still see the lever if you're flying about, but you can still just see the lever anyway if you're walking by it. But I think it looks a bit better like that than it did. And what I'm doing now is I've just run some conduit across here, and I've just got a bit of cable, and I've made this guy is the Essentia export bus. Filtered Essentia tube, coalescence quartz and walled glass, and some iron ingots, and I can put him on there now. Like, that's not how I wanted him at all. I don't want you there. I want you one further out. So, cable there. Yeah, right. And Essentia thing there, and I can put a cover on that with it being blackstone. Oops. Place. Come on. Stop failing. There we go. And I can put that bit back. That's that nice and tidy. Now I'm hoping this takes. Ah, right. Now there's a thing. How do I put what I want in there? Do I do it with a vial? Let's have a look. It's not something I've not done yet. How do I add? So what I want is Instrumentum to come out of there. So if I put Instrumentum into a vial there and add the vial into there, is that what I do? Yeah, sorted. I've got maybe a bit overexcited there. So that's going to put instrumentum into this, hopefully, and it is excellent. So I found a use for this thing, which is nice, and I didn't have any explosions, and wonderful. We have got a Thaumic restorer in here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Grab that. Grab that guy. And do I have to... I might have to pump things right into this, which means I might have failed doing that, which means I should really stop that, because if you break them... if you break them with stuff in, then they explode. It looks like that's got a connecting tube on it. Yeah, I bet I tube things. Or do I? Let's find out. Let's find out. If I get my Talisman of Remedium off there and click it into there, it needs Pedito, it says. I thought it said in the book it needed instrumentum. Essentially, that will repair items is instrumentum. Looking at a block of goggles of revealing also shows how worn down the item still is. Redstone current will be emitted while an item is being repaired. Hooking it to attention tubes, so it looks like it does need attaching to tubes. So even if there was instrument, why is that showing? I believe that's indicating that's what I need to put in there to repair that. I've got nothing else damaged because all my stuff's self-repairing. Have I got anything damaged? Okay, it looks like that might have changed then. Definitely says instrumentum there. Essentially that will repair, comma, items is instrumentum, which that would make sense anyway. But it looks like it's actually Pedito, does it? Which is fine. I'll check. I need to pull that back out anyway. I need to connect that up to there because it looks like it needs to connect to the tube. And we'll see if it works. Okay then, so it actually does use instrumentum. It just shows you in Pedito for some reason how much damage there is on it. So there we go. I've just mended the hammer. Where's the hammer gone? I mended the hammer, which has vanished. There it is. Look, that hammer's mended. Okay, so we do actually want instrumentum in there. Let's try that again then. So I need a vial of instrumentum, not that. So put you back, get instrumentum. There we go. Put that into that instead. And actually, I want to see if this will connect via tubes. I don't know if these relays put into these export buses put into tubes. I don't know if they do. They don't seem to look like they connect. Look there, it doesn't look like it's connected. But I just wanted to check, see if it actually was connected or not. So let's try this over here. A little bit of experimentation, you know. It's a new mod and all that. I presume it's a new mod. The add-on thing, Pharmacologistics. So putting that in there, that ain't working. Okay, so we know that that does not put into tubes. So the next thing then is to see if it'll go straight onto that. So let's try that up there, and if it works like this, I'll have to move this a little bit because don't want to be up there, does it? So I'll try that now. And that does not seem to work, does it? You know work, guy. I wonder if an essential provider will do it. I'll try an essential provider because I'm going to use one sooner or later, so I'll make one of them. Try that next. So here we go, just quickly making the interface thing, the essential provider. I hope there's enough machinery in there. There was cool, and everything else I've certainly got enough of. So I've quickly slept there because it looks like Lucy wanted to sleep, and we'll see how this works. I thought this would be done by the time I slept, and it's taken longer than I thought. So yeah, the essential provider, it really it says here that it's to connect to things like alchemical constructs, complex alchemical constructs. Now I don't know if it's directly talking about the alchemical constructs or if it just means anything complex. Like, I mean, that is an alchemical construct, and it's complex, but that's actually called an alchemical construct. So I don't know if this will work on this. I don't know if that's specifically for them. I'm going to want this for these. I don't want to keep playing with jars. By the way, I brought them to tubes, put them back, and it worked fine. So it was just that tube glitching out. I didn't need to put ones with valves on there at all. No. I should put some ones with valves on there though, because the valves look cool and they sound really good when you turn them. Are you done? Yep, you're done. Cool. So let's give this a try then. So I presume we are going to need to break that and break that, because this, I'm presuming that this also needs to be connected to a vanilla A cable. So put the essential provider there, and we can't click into that. Can we click on that with it? No. Okay. Let's see if it knows what it wants. And no, that ain't worked either. Right. Okay, so looks like we'll have to stick manually with this, unless I'm missing something major. But it looks like what we'll have to do is, it's not a massive big deal. You just get a jar of instrumentum when I want to repair something. Because to be honest, it's not messed about. It does look alright, doesn't it? Having a now, is there going to be a way? I don't know if there's a way to get from the A network into tubes. Let's see if. So this is going to work, isn't it? So that works. That works fine. And that's, as you can see, nearly fully repaired that. So that's brilliant. That's not taking that much instrumentum. And just to satisfy my curiosity, will you fill up from there? Doesn't look like it, does it? Although that looks like it certainly connects to the tube. But if I put a filtered tube on there, maybe? I don't know. Didn't say anything about filtered tubes. Network and the constructs will do the rest. Small suction 8. So, anyway then, while we're doing that, so let's have a look at connecting this to this guy. So what I'll probably do, I'll move that over there, I'll move this over here, and we'll see how that connects, because it might just be a case of having one of them touching this, and it'll do all what them valves are doing, so we'll have a look at that. I'm so full of fail. When I had the essential reservoir connected, I broke that conduit there, didn't I? Never put it back. It actually works like this. It doesn't work through the export bus. It does work by putting it into the tube and putting it into the air. I'd already repaired that, of course, hadn't I? So I just went and looked for whatever I had that was damaged. The flint and steel was damaged. This wooden hose damaged. So there you see. There we go. It's taking Essentia straight from the system, and it repairs it. So I'm sure people must have been screaming, thinking the idiot is not replaced that conduit there. Now I have, and now it works. Great stuff. So that doesn't actually look bad, does it? With a cable down there, with a tube. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. Right, I'm going to make another one of these. Make another one of these for this one though. So we might as well see how this works, haven't we? Now we've messed around with that, we might as well mess around over here as well. So I'll quickly get all the bits ready for that, get it wired up, and I'll show you that in action if it works the same as this. But I like that. That's tidy. That looks alright. Happy. Back in a sec when I sorted this out. So I guess that's just for putting into jars and stuff. Okay then, in the interest of getting this finished and sorted so you can see it, I have just dragged that over there, and I've used the same provider that I've used up there, so I've just pinched that one. I'll make another one for that, because that's working nice. And I'll probably move this across the middle, because it looks a bit lopsided there, doesn't it? But it's kind of tidy, I suppose. What we can do here is, I've lost my FPS all of a sudden for some reason. Shard, here's an example for you. Let's I'll choose an F shard, and I want to clear that one, put that in there. We can make Ooh, terror imbued fire. Don't want that. We'll make a balance shard, and you'll see that the provider sat on top of there sorts it out, and it's made us a balance shard. I already tested one to make sure it worked. So that works very nicely as well. So now anything we want, we just put the target, we put the raw item in there, and target in there. So for example, if I wanted some more night ore, let's see if this works. We want glowstone for night ore. Let's have like 8 night ore. I'm sure it'll come in handy for something. And FPS, where you gone? Oh, it's still 30 odd. So something's happening to me. Put glowstone in there. We have to unselect that. Select night ore, and you should see that it happily is making night ore just like that. How cool is that? We are pretty much fully automated on our AE system. Now the only bits I've not got automated are, I'm always going to want to be able to put things in there, and I've not got automated input into this, so I have to manually throw things in there that I want to turn into a sensor. So I could automate that, but other than that, I think I'm fully automated. Which is pretty awesome. There we go. We have got a nice 8 night ore magically appeared in the chest. Brilliant. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I apologise for the deaths, but I know that some people watch purely for that and the deaths. So sorry I didn't die, but at least I've got a few things wrong for you. I shall make another provider and put it on there, and then that's that sorted. And yeah, I hope you join me next time. What will we do next time? Gaia Spirit. I need to fight a Gaia Spirit. I want to make... It's another Thaumic item that I want to make, but it's from Forbidden Magic. And what I want to make is, I want to make an Elementium capped Dreamwood staff, because we can hold more V than the equivalent and are able to apply more potent power when using foci. So I want to see what these are like with a damage foci on. So like damage foci like thaumaturgy, like shock, frost. Shock, frost. Is there a fire one? There's a fire one in there. Don't know what 9 hells. Oh, what's that? That's new. Oh, have I not done that? Yeah, I've done that. How come? Missing required research. Oh, I wonder what that is. So yeah, I want to see what that's. I want to see what that guy's like. That staff from there. So I shall be looking at that. I want to have got these raft cage and a raft cage. I had a little play around with this in single player test world. If you make a raft cage, you can set it by killing a mob with a Diabolus fork, and you need to blanking printing crystal, which I don't think it shows you how to make, which I'm surprised. Does it show you on there? There we go. Diamond cogniton potentia gets you a blanking printing crystal. Kill a mob using a Diabolus fork with an imprinting crystal. You get that mob. You can click on the cage that you make, and then that'll spawn that, and it spawns them really quick. And you feed it with Beastia, or you can feed it with Ira or Decidia. I'm not sure what gives us Ira or Decidia. Beastia you can get from leather. So part of the reason why I want a cow farm is so I can get loads of Beastia and have a go at using them as my spawning solution. Got that done. Got that done. We got that done. Cool. Next episode, cow farm, and we'll start looking towards raft cages. Hope you join me for that. Cheers. Bye.